Hi, it's Adele Michael, and I'm back with another More Abundance Live with Adele to check in week 5 of my summer sabbatical. So I've been able to rest and to meditate, and I've been doing a lot of reading, which you would expect in the summer. It's a great time for catching up on things and having something to think about while you're resting. At least that's really important for me. And next week I go back for another week at my mother's house to continue to clear it out for sale. She's coping pretty well with it. She's in assisted living, and I have to give it to her. It's not easy seeing your things leave. Fortunately, some things are going to family, which is wonderful, and other things are going to donation, which is great too, that she's excited about. Well, not excited because she loves her things, but anyway, it's happening. And I was there a couple of weeks ago, and I want to show you the progress we've made. Not that one. So this is things that are ready for donation out in the garage, and if anybody needs an old sewing machine, that's right there in the very front. You'd have to come get it though. And this is what the living room looks like. My brother got the carpet, and we have lots of boxes and art and stuff to still go through. But what I've been thinking about a lot is self-value and the shadow I've chosen for the month. If you don't know about shadow work, I can talk about that another time. But basically, it's something that's true, but you've hidden it someplace. So the shadow I've taken on this month is I am enough. I am enough. And I think a lot of people struggle with that. I am enough. There is enough. And if we don't believe that, then we devalue ourselves. We devalue our work, our efforts. And we might get anxious that there's not enough for us in the world. So I'm playing with that, and there are 2 books that I've read that I have read and one I'm reading that really point to getting clear on you are enough. And these are strategic books. They're not, emotional healing kind of things that I like to do and that I'm doing for myself. But the first is Profit First. And if you're in business and you haven't read it, it's a really good read. It is about money, so it might be a little like, oh my God. But what Mike Michalowicz talks about is we have this image that we need to ramp up and keep spending money so that when we get big enough, when we'll get big enough, then we'll be profitable. And he turns that on its head and says, pay yourself first. And he has a simple formula, and he has great stories, and it's really a good read. It's an easy book to read. It's not complicated, and it's not ultra technical. But it will, if you're in business and you haven't been paying yourself, it's a great book to look at. And so that leads me to the other book that I've just started, called A Company of One. So what Paul Jarvis talks about is really entrepreneurship. Many of us are not building a multi-million-dollar business. We are not building a corporation. We are not building a startup that can be sold to a larger corporation. And what Jarvis has found is that it is surprising to him how many people are saying, whoa, wait a minute. Big is not better. Enough is enough. So he talks about people who are building their business on their own terms in ways that suit them, not some mega million-dollar thing. I mean, yes, a lot of us want to have 6-figure businesses, and that's great. But what do you trade for having something that's bigger and maybe more complex to run, where you don't get to do what you love? So that's my question for myself, is in this time of sabbatical, how can I create something that's satisfying, that I feel is successful, and gives me the space to have a life. So I'm going to leave it there. If you're in the United States, I wish you a very happy 4th of July. I'm wearing my 4th of July earrings. And if you're playing with fireworks, stay safe. And if you're enjoying fireworks, I hope you do with your family and friends. And I'll see you next time.